is the Sapei of Garki Palace, also known as the Chief of Garki. We're here today to find out more about the culture and tradition of the Garki people. I'm Dashan Husseina Usman, and this is Inside Abuja. Thanks for joining us. Garki is an area highly developed because it is located in Phase 1 of the Federal Capital Territory. There is Garki 1 and 2, which together make up the district. Garki uses a distinctive naming convention of area to refer to parts of Garki, which is further subdivided into areas 1 to 11. The Garki district is a busy, densely built-up Abuja neighborhood that lies directly to the south of the city's center.
Actually, Garki chiefdom has been here far back 16th and 17th century, according to oral history. You know, Baji man, we migrated from Zaria, being the base of Baji people. Though the history had been traced to Middle East, which would pass through Kanamborno Empire then, down to Zaria, and then we were there as farmers. You know, Baji man is not an industrial person, he's not a lazy man. So because of we were going up and down, they eventually left Zaria, moved down to Kogorko area, moved towards Sheep area, that's Shishipe. Then we finally come and settle at National Legislative Quarters. That's one hit there called Pei. So the founder was called Pei. At that time it was forest, thick forest, and then the place was serving as for hunting as well as serving as a defense area, because whoever who was coming there as an enemy, they could easily be able to trace that person. So that is how Garki came into existence. But then that was not the original name. The original name of Garki is Pei, and that is why the name of the title got its name. How did it come? We now have Garki. Yes, what actually happened, we have now the name called Garki, was that once some Hausa raiders were kept coming, especially during slave trade, as soon as they come, our people will be able to locate those enemies who were coming, so they'll be able to fight them back. As they were coming every now and then, they couldn't capture the settlement. They say, "Wannan gari ta gagara ci," meaning this settlement is unconquerable. That is how Garki came into existence. You understand? But then, you know, whatever you are going to do, you don't forget history. So, up to now, the Baji people who live within the area, at times they say they are going to pay. When they say they are going to pay, that means they are coming to Garki now. You understand? And that is why we now normally call they normally call this title Sa Pei. Sa means that is a emir or chief or oba, obi, whatever you call it. Just like you know, Englishmen will respect people called sir. So you see, it's almost the same thing. So, and since then, Garki have been there. And then with time, when there was abolition of slave trade, North and South were amalgamated that far back 1914. Garki itself was a district headquarters. Garki headquarters was created far back 31st December 1930. So it's a little bit a day older than amalgamation. So Garki have been here serving as a central administration within the area, which we were under Sileja, which is Abuja then. So This is how far we have been moving. Garki is one of the industrial area. We are not lazy people, we are farmers, and we have some industries like them, called the industry, whereby we weave mat, we weave basket, and we used to produce economic trees. There were some rubbers here, rubber, which were used for tires and as well at some time we produced ginger. So, and there were a lot of food stuff. Even the time one of the taxes were being collected, I think we were the second in the area of economic aspect under Abuja Emirates then, or Abuja Province as we call it.
Along with Wuse and the Central Business District, it is one of Abuja's principal commercial centers. Several commercial organizations, including financial institutions and government agencies, have offices in the area. Numerous buildings of interest are in this area too. Some of them include the General Post Office, Abuja International Conference Center along the busy Herbert Macaulay Way, and Old Federal Secretariat Complex buildings in Area 1. The district shares many characteristics with Wuse, the main difference being that Wuse has more recreational activities as against Garki's more corporate and business outlook. Located in the southwest corner of the city, it borders the central area to the north, Asokoro to the northeast, Guzape to the southeast, Gudu to the southwest, and Durumi to the west. Its major roads are Ahmadu Bello Way, Tafawa Balewa Way, Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway, and the Murtala Muhammad Expressway. Area 1 Market houses one of the best kilishi, also known as dried meat or beef jerky, in the city. People from all over Abuja patronize this kilishi market.
Rayuwar tun muna sai da balangu namun rago nan wurin shekara 25 zuwa 30 muna a wannan wurin, ko muna ci gaba da sai da kilishi da balangu da naman rago da dambun nama da kuli-kuli da fefe da cikin kuma duk muna sai da shi haka a tsawon shekara 30 da ya wuce nan. To kuma kin ga kilishi mu mutane suna buƙatar shi da dama kasashe akwai yan America, akwai London, akwai Germany, akwai irin su Lagos, Port Harcourt, gashi nan dai irin kasashe da dama duk su shigo Abuja suna buƙatar irin wannan abu. Shine tsaraban da za su kai ma yan uwansu a gida, to shine suke saya abu mai muhimmanci ne akai. Kwarai da gaske muna samun kwastoma da dama, saboda duk yawanci wani babban mutum in zai wuce ko ma'aikata in za su wuce ko kuma irin 'yan siyasa in ko kuma yi baki in su shigo a cikin garin nan suna amfani da mu ma wurin siyasa mai masu zaben ƙuri'ar su mu dangwala musu duk abin da suke so za mu yi masu. Su yi mana yadda ka da bota kadin duk muna da shi wanda lallai muke taimakon su da neman kujerun da suke bukata a wannan wurin ne. To kwamfulin duk muna kan already ko wata shekara haka muke tare da su.
Though traders complain that the economic crunch is gradually putting a strain on their business.
Muna son gwamnati ta taimaka mana, kin ga na daya duk ɗan kasuwa yana neman jari, duk mai business irin namu yana neman jari da kin san irin shi yanzu shanu ya wahala, ba a kawo mana shi a Abuja sai an muna order shi daga Maiduguri ko zuwa wajajen Kano ko wajen Sokoto ko wajen ina ne sai Niger haka ana shigo mana da shi. Raguna, shanu duk ana kawo mana order su ne, to kin ga kuma dole mu siya da tsada a kai.
So truly now the business is very hardly because we are expecting more expenses material and so less expenses cow, because cows now is very scarce, because before we are buying the cow, big cow like 250,000 naira, but now it's turned to 500,000 naira. So that is the problem we are expecting for this business. And then if you don't have money to do the business, you cannot bring the kilishi and sell it. So that's the problem.
Garki is presently the principal business and administrative district of Abuja. Area 2 is mainly used for residential purposes, although a zoological garden as well as a small shopping center are found there. Several banks and other commercial offices are also located along Moshood Abiola Way in Area 7. The headquarters of the Nigerian Armed Forces, like Army, Air Force, Navy and Fire Service, is located on Muhammadu Buhari Way in Garki district. There is high security presence in that area. The tallest building in the district is the Radio House located at Area 11 sector, which houses the Federal Ministry of Information and Communications, the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, and Voice of Nigeria. The corporate headquarters of the Nigerian Television Authority and some of her stations are also in Garki. The Federal Capital Development Authority, which oversees and runs the administration of the FCT, has its offices in Garki.
Well, Garki, as you know, in those days, Garki used to cover, let me just start from the eastern part, after Abuja Barrack. That's the boundary between us and Plateau then, which is now Nasarawa State. We used to share boundary with the Yanya Karu people. They will come towards, when you move down towards the western part, we move straight to an area called the Wari district, move down to Dubia then. Dubia is now under Kuje Area Council. Dubia used to be under us. But with the creation of Kuje Area Council, we now share a boundary with Kuje Area Council, which is between Burum and then one other settlement there. That's one river which is serves as a boundary between us now. Then towards western part, which is part of we call it Bao. Bao used to be under us here. They were under us. We installed them. But when FCT was also created and the Kuje Area Council was also created, then they moved down to the other side. Then when you come towards the other side here, you come down to Gui, which is they also share boundary with them with Kuje and Gwagwalada Area Council. They're moving towards along this airport road, like Soka is still under this chiefdom, and that the high this Yaradua express road. Then when you just move a little while, you now come to Gosa. Gosa serves part of our boundary between us and Jua, which is the Municipal Area Council. Then you come to that side towards the northern part. We also come to an area called what do you call this place here? We call Gwarumpa is under here. After Gwarumpa district, we also come towards Galadima. Then coming out along this what do you call this? Kubwa Zuba Road. This is the boundary, that highway there. Then towards the villa, then down to the Abuja Barrack. So this is the area which is being carved under Garki Chiefdom. In other words, within the Abuja Municipal Area Council, we have about 56 wards within out of 12 wards we have AMAC.
The Abuja Municipal Area Council, which is the local government administration, has its headquarters in Area 10. Other prominent landmarks include the Cyprian Ekwensi Arts and Culture Center and the Nigerian Police Mobile First CID Department headquarters in Area 10. The United States Embassy is in the diplomatic zone which adjoins Garki. Its vast number of hotels, shops, restaurants, gardens and markets gives people ample opportunities for leisure. Garki Ultramodern Market, situated in Garki 2 off Ahmadu Bello Way, is the biggest and most centralized market in Abuja. The market is your best bet for confectionaries and clothing items because things are generally cheaper there than elsewhere.
You can see everywhere is dried because of the situation of the country. There is no money. Look at how free. Before, years back, I used to come to this Gariki market because my house is very close here. You can't even see chance to go into the market. But now you can walk as you want because people are not coming. There is no money in the country. So government should do something. People are not buying, people are not saying. So we are begging the government. Things are so hard. Something have to be done. They should do something. Even we artists, there is no job because the producers has no money to produce. So the government should do something. The poor are suffering. People are suffering in this country. They should do something. You can see the market. Please, camera, you can go around. Nobody. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 shops. It's only me and you. Only me here. So things are very hard.
So everything as how the country be, we thank God. Anything we pick, you see as a, we thank God. Abi? So market is small, but we thank God, yeah?
I would say the market is not actually going well because people are not. We don't have people are not coming to buy things. We don't have much customers, so I can say the market is not really going well. Where the money is not really in circulation because money is not in people's hands. People are not, and the purchasing power, the value of money. So previous administration, if you have 2,000, you can purchase more things. But now if you have 2,000, you can't even get anything. You understand? So that is it. And I don't think workers' salaries has been increased. So that has reduced their purchasing power and is affecting us, you know, that are giving that services. So if you have good people running Nigeria, you know, worker salary will be paid, pensioners will be paid, money will circulate, contractors will be paid. Once you pay the people that need to be paid, it will trickle down. People will come to the market, buy things, money will circulate, people will have money to do, you know. That is how it is, you know.
The economy don't grow. In terms of market, not market today, so all these people are businessmen now. Can't you see? So nothing is moving. No money, no economy, no market. So the thing is affecting everybody, even including me, self.
And even she.
Even you, sir. Even this my chairman. It's affecting everybody. So we are looking for change. Who can rescue this country?
It's going well for now. Still, it's going well, but not up to the standard I expect. Because you know, most people that do come to the market are not the big men. You understand? So they are just some of the housemaid, the wife. So those that really have the funds to support our work are not the ones coming into the market. That's why it's like that. They don't really get the fund.
And why I choose to be a shop owner in Garki market, though where I learned the business is in this Otaku market. So you know, let me say normally in Igbo, when you because my brother, let me say Maoga, that I serve, so that's the area where him settled. So he was doing his own business. So after settling me, I think last 2 years. So I now decided to come to this area. Hence, because like let me say these settings, before I started my own, he said I should go and check the area that can be okay for me and see where I can start my own business too. So me entering this market, I walk around and check everywhere. I didn't see something like this setting where, like if you check that, some people they would have shop or that, but this setting, I checked and I didn't see something like this. So that's one that prompted me to come, and that brought me to this Garki to start my own business too. We come to economically where government needs to help, especially in this our country. Basically, how things is going now. If they have like 90%, like there are some people, there are some people that have vision to do different things, to do different types of things. You know, understand? To start their life, but basically that what they need to start that maybe is the capital. So, though sometimes there are some they will have the capital just because of they don't have, I don't know how that bulk capital in order for them to set up their own dreams or to achieve that thing they have. So for my in my own side of view, if there's anyhow government can help, maybe in setting up like to raising up or to be giving a particular set of people capital that they can use, yes, or to reduce unemployment, stuff like that. So far, so long, though I'm starting new, but for me, as a person that's starting new, I can maybe easily say that see how market is, but based on my own experience, I'm just talking because of I just started new. But from other people's experience, they've been telling me that market is here, especially the market is okay and it's going well.
The commercial nature of the neighborhood offers plenty of employment opportunities and is frequented by people from other parts of Abuja for business, shopping, or related endeavors. Garki was among the first neighborhoods to be established when Nigeria's capital was moved from Lagos to Abuja. Many of the city's older buildings can be seen in and around the neighborhood. As a Phase 1 Abuja district, the price of land and homes in the area are generally expensive. The district has major schools, hospitals and clinics, worship centers, excellent infrastructure, a good road network, and adequate social activities that make it a desirable place to live in.
Well, you see, life is dynamic. Life is not static. Because, especially with the siting of this new federal capital territory, all Nigerians, international community are residing in this territory. It has led our people to now start to foresee some of these tradition, norms, and values. Maybe they are odd. For instance, like girls nowadays, how do you ask them to carry their load on their shoulder? Likewise, the youth nowadays. You understand? And likewise, the name. We used to have a native names. So, these names are also dying. They prefer using Christian names, Islamic names, and then, you understand? And mode of dress. You understand? Some of these dresses, I'm not supposed to be wearing this kind of dress. I think I should have been wearing a black dress to show the world that I'm a typical budget person. So these are some of the things that have been affecting our culture, norms, and value and tradition. However, I've been the custodian of the people, tradition, norms, and value. We have been trying our possible best, myself, my council member, and the other community leaders, the district and village head and ward head, to encourage our people that, look, we must have to go back to the drawing board and then see how we have to revive, whereby we need this, our native name, to still bring them back. Why? Because if not, at the end of the day, tomorrow they will say there's no person called Baji person. And at the same time, the native dress, the type of food. Because the younger ones now, at times, if you ask them to cook our local food now, at times they feel it's not easy for them. They rather use Samovita and be cooking. You understand? So we have been encouraging them that, look, let's understand that whoever who live home will also live that person. As a houseman could say, when they average get to the barishi. So we have been trying our possible best to revive this thing. And more importantly, what do? We organize some cultural festival, annual festival, so whereby to let the younger ones know that we are not English people. Because it's a challenge we are facing, could I say Nigerians or developing nations, when you can speak English now, you foresee an English person. We have to let them know that, no, we have a root. So we are not white men. So we do that by encouraging them, advising them that we need to let them know that we still remain as a Baji, as a Gwandara, as what? As well as Basa. All other ethnic that are living with us, we try our also possible place to say that we move together as a family. Because what? Abuja is a meeting place, is a unity place. More importantly, in large, we find out that Garki itself being a semi-Nigeria, whereby all people we need to allow peace to reign. And we have all been doing this in collaboration with what? With the security agencies. And at the same time, we have been asking our imam, pastors, and even those who are traditionalists, they still go back and then also ask God that we need peace to reign, not only in this chiefdom, Abuja and Nigeria in general.
And with this, we've come to the end of Inside Abuja. We hope you enjoyed every bit of it. Until next time, I remain your host, Darshan Hussaina Usman.